Friday, 8:30, right before the markets open. First of all, I want to apologize for yesterday. We had to cancel yesterday because I stuck at the government, in the immigration government yesterday, immigration department, because I need a stamp in my passport because for extension of visa. And yeah, the process lasts 5 minutes. And I was waiting for 7 hours. So this was not my expectation from yesterday. So I'm really sorry for yesterday. So, but to be honest, nothing happens. Very crucially, so we can focus on today. Welcome on YouTube. We stream the show on YouTube at the same time. You'll find a button in the right corner. You can subscribe to the channel so you will never miss an episode from this morning briefing show or the show from Jens or Paul, my partners here in this global project with Admirals together. And you can give us a like if you want. You can leave a comment below the video or right now in the chat. Good morning, Anka. Good morning, AT. Sven. Good morning, Thomas and Bernd. Wonderful. Good morning here on YouTube for the moment. I'm really happy to see you, and I will answer your questions as soon as I have time in this morning briefing show. Okay, let me share my screen with you. And I want to start. Let me fix the chat here on Zoom. So who is with me this morning? Janusz, good morning. Imarine, Karel, good morning. Jens, Andre, good morning. Petya, nice to see you. Tina, Rainer, good morning. Magdalena, wonderful. Then Vladen, good morning. And who is me? Raquel Hartmut, nice to have you here, guys. This Radu, also good morning. So let's see. Yeah, wonderful. Okay, my quote of the day comes today from Michael Covell, and he wrote in his book, "The only objective measurement that matters at the end of the day is raw performance." Thanks, Nastia. Got it. Again, please, very important. The only objective measurement that matters at the end of the day is raw performance, what you can see on your account. So whatever people tell you about any strategy, about any indicator, about any fundamental data or something else, whatever you can imagine in trading, at the end of the day, it's the performance who is the crucial point, because with the raw performance shows you if you and your strategy are successful in this combination. Because you can have ever a wonderful strategy, if you are not able to bring it on the place, to bring it on the field, like we say in sports, then who cares? The raw performance brings you the money on your account. So please make sure that you have a positive and profitable strategy, whatever it is. And if you trade with the Dow approach and with trend following, then you know the strategy is profitable. Trend following brings a lot of money on your account. And then you have to make sure that you can be the part who can bring it on the place, who can bring it on the playing ground. So, and this is what important. And you have there this great combination, then success in trading is yours. Absolutely yours. This is the sense of this wonderful quote of the day. So what's the news this morning about from the economy side? Top news. Retail sales rose yesterday. US retail sales rose 0.9% in April. And for me, very surprising was McDonald's to exit Russia. So McDonald's will close all stores in Russia and will leave Russia for the moment, or maybe forever. So next top news this morning, UK inflation accelerated to 40-year high of 9% in April. That's awesome. 9% in April. So we have really big problems around. So South Korean tank cuts 2022 GDP forecast, and China's new home prices continue to fall in April. So around the world, we got really bad economy data, and the market at any time will react on this. So guys, please be aware about the risk note on the lower side. CFDs are complex instruments. Please make sure that you know what you do in trading, because too many people fail in trading. It's not about trading itself. It's not about the strategy. It's always about the human part. So if you can control the human part in trading, then you are the Harry Potter and Hermione Granger of trading. I can promise you this. And I believe in you. I believe in you that you can do it if you follow all rules. So what do we expect today? Please calculate it in your time, because the time you can see here is my Bangkok time. So UK monthly inflation is over already. Harmonized CPI we expect at 11. And the status oil report we expect at 4:30 German time, by the way. So that's the numbers. So be careful if you trade oil, then this could be a little bit volatile today. Okay, if you want to be a part of today's webinar, which Paul will talk about this afternoon, is coming back from a drawdown. I have a couple of questions to Paul, because he's inviting us later a little bit. If you want to be well informed, then you can be a part of Admirals. And on Telegram, we have 806 subscribers right now. And you can follow here the show on Admirals with the link. You have a lot of information here on Telegram. And you will find the link right now on YouTube and of course here on Zoom also. And feel free to type in your questions in the chat here right now on Zoom or on YouTube. I will have a look on it, and I will answer your questions as long as I have time for it. Okay, let's come to the DAX 40. And in DAX 40, you can see where we are. First of all, it's important where we are. And what's really interesting is where we come from. And you know, last week we were deep in the green zone. And with a trend following system, we reached the point of control. We were circling around the point of control, and then the trend were continuing to the upper side. And now we are on the opposite direction, the opposite side in the green zone on the upper side. Now we are too expensive by one future contract in price. So, but what's about the trend? You know, we have the Dow approach in the second trend arm or third trend arm, or latest fourth trend arm, to come out of the correction and then to follow the trend. So what kind of trend do we have here right now on the right side of the chart? So first of all, the main trend is still facing upwards. And look at this one. Also, I love this trend following strategy. So in case you were a part of the, or in case you were in front of the chart, then you could make an entry there. It was on Monday, by the way. And then you can follow the trend, and you have a stop loss. First stop loss maybe there. Come on. Hopefully it works. So first stop loss is there. And then you were able to trail the stop loss here to last 0.3, last 0.3, last 0.3, best with a soft stop. Here, last 0.3, because no closes, so you could trail your stop loss, and there is your stop loss right now. So, and the long trend actually is still valid on the right side of the chart. So you should have a long position running. So in case you got out here at the last point, at this 0.3, because you didn't work with the soft stop, then you have a wonderful trend. Everything is fine, and you made money with it, which that's the most important thing. So on the right side of the chart, the correction now is running in its own trend. It's a kind of volatile this morning. So because there was no break, no trend continuation on the lower side, and there was no break here because the last point of the last 0.3 actually is here. So, and actually we see an extension of the correction right now here. It's there. So if you're not a part of it, because I don't have time for 10 minutes this week, it's my last week here in Bangkok. On Saturday I will go home. So next week I start with 10 minutes trading again. So, but if you want, you can be a part of it, and maybe you can make an entry, sell, for example, here on the way down. This could be possible for you. It's the second trend arm. Then the first stop loss is here above the last confirmed 0.3. And then you can trail a soft stop, alarm stop, mental stop, bar 0.3, 0.3, and let's see how far the trend will go. Yeah. And I would never intervene because the market decides how long the trend will last. So that's about 10 minutes index. Let's see our top instruments. And we start, of course, with Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is still in a downtrend. There is nothing to do. We have this low at 24,000, round about $24,000. Since then, we are in the correction. There does not exist a long trend for the moment. We are still in a correction of a one and valid confirmed downtrend. That's all to say about Bitcoin. I know, guys, Bitcoin is, everybody's talking about Bitcoin and about the cryptos basically. So, but as a trader, if you want to invest in cryptos, different topic than Paul or Jens or maybe your contact persons. So I'm a trader, and as a trader, for me, it's just the price, the crucial point, because I just make money with the price, buying cheap and selling expensive, which means I'm a trend follower. I follow what I can see. I don't predict what I cannot see. And that's the big difference. So if you want to make money, stop interpreting things you cannot see in the future. It's a 50-50 chance. With 50-50, you cannot make money. Yeah. If you want to follow something, then follow what you can see, and that's the price on the right side of the chart, and that's the strategy about trend following. So we have then Dow Jones, and in Dow Jones we see still the downtrend, but on the right side also we can see right now a new uptrend. Starts the last point here, then we have a correction, and we have a trend continuation. Now will fulfill rule number one, we have a valid trend. But actually correction doesn't go deeper than 38%, just we have to wait. If you want to speculate on a breakout, yes, of course you can do this. Be careful in case that the price will not, the trend will not continue. So actually on the right side, we can measure it with here. Let's see if we have a correction deeper 38. No, we don't. Just spikes, no close. We need a close below 38%, and then we can make a long position in Dow Jones. So I'm waiting for that. So Dow Jones for me is on my watch list. Let's have a look for our swing traders for the DAX 40. And in DAX 40, in the 4-hourly chart, by the way, there is an uptrend right now. There is this uptrend here, 1 and 2, and now 3. Okay, so very possible, or was it possible to make a trade here of the correction? It depends. Let's measure if we had a close deeper than 38. Yeah, no, we did not. So it was possible to open the trade at the point 2. Actually, you're a little bit in profit right now. So, but make sure that you follow the trend. The stop loss must be placed below the last 0.3. For the swing traders, you have the chance to open in the third trend arm. And here let's see. but there is also for the moment no correction deeper 38%. So in case you came up with the trend from the second trend arm at the breakout at the 0.2, yeah, maybe it's a good thing to make the trade safe, or at least at the last 0.3, which is here right now. There you should be lie your stop loss. So let's see about the gold price. Gold is still short, ladies and gentlemen. Still short, and there is no uptrend right now. So the price came here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and actually still in a downtrend. So that's all what we have to say. There is no uptrend for the moment, so just nothing to do in gold for the trend trader. And finally, we have Euro USD, also still short. I can say this, nothing changed, but we have the correction now is working in, let's see, where is refresh? So let's see. Okay, that's the downtrend. That's really clear. The price came here down, this one and this one, this and this, and here we go. So this downtrend will break here at this spot, 106.44 roundabout, and will continue here. On the right side of the chart, now we have a new uptrend. This one first trend arm, and that's the second one. Now we are waiting for a correction deeper 38, yeah, and then you can go again go long. So Euro US dollar could be really interesting for a new long trend, because the downtrend is really old. That does not mean that we cannot see a trend continuation to the lower side. Prices always can go higher and lower than you can imagine in your wildest dreams. So therefore, it's a good thing to stop interpreting, oh, how far can the price go? No, it's not my job, just to follow. The market will decide, it will show me how far the trend will go. So therefore, you have to control the emotions. You have to control the human part in trading. So I have the question of today, and my question of today is sounds today. Do you think the trend following will still work in the future? Do you think my trading strategy, which works for 150 years now, will also work in the future? What do you think? Yes, of course. Oh, no, I don't think so, because markets are changing. Or what the heck is trend following? So your choice. Okay, let me talk about my running trades. And let's see just a quick, USD IDX. I don't know what is IDX. Sorry, Andre. Sorry. I don't know what is this. I'm here like a little bit Warren Buffett. I just trade what I can, what I know. So my running trades is actually Australian dollar, Swiss franc. So I have a long position, and this is just circling around the entry, but I also have a stop sell order in case that the red trend will continue to the lower side. You must be prepared for both sides. So I actually have a long position, which is running, the price is running about the entry right now. Australian dollar, Japanese yen is in loss at the moment because I was trading here the short. So my stop loss is at the last 0.3 because it's at the it's a running trend. It's the third trend arm, so I don't intervene. Yeah, and this is my second. This is the correction right now of the downtrend, and here I am. Here I am in the second trend arm, and here I'm just waiting for the correction deeper 38, and then I want to open a position to the long side. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. Here you can see why I work with the soft stop. because that's the last 0.3 here. Yeah, that's the last 0.3 at the here with the soft stop, and you see I'm still in. I don't know what happens next. I just trail my hard stop the moment I have a clear close above my last 0.3, which actually is here. So, and therefore this trade is still running. Now you see it's smart trading if you work with a kind of soft stop, but for that you don't have to be acting in an emotional way. Euro Australian dollar, yeah, still circling. We have a long running uptrend and we have two positions open. It's a pyramiding system. And here I want to open a third position. In trade, the trend will continue to the upper side. Then it's 1, 2, 3. It's my fourth trend arm. So the last chance, statistically, the last chance to open a trade. So therefore, I add a third position and let's see if the trend will continue. I don't know. I don't care. So this is what we can do here in Euro Australian dollar. Euro Japanese yen. It's very interesting. I have two trades running for the moment. So the long trend, interestingly, is still running because I worked with a soft stop here and I was just able to trail my hard stop here. So the long is still running. So therefore, I don't have to open the long position again because the main trend is literally too old. And on the right side, also the short is still running. And I open the trade in the third trend arm here, really high. So therefore, I'm a little bit in profit with the short also. So, and now let's see which trend will continue. I don't care. So if the downtrend will continue, I make money. If the long trend will continue, I make money. So this is trend following. Follow every single trend because you will never know which trend will continue. And we don't have to predict, we can see it which one, but you have to trade. Euro New Zealand dollar is really interesting. There we have a long running trend and there was no trend continuation here on the upper side. We had, or I opened a trade on the short side also because it was the second trend arm. So now this is a downtrend running too. So long is still running because the trend is still valid. And the last 0.3 is here at the purple line. And you see, okay, I'm in profit with this one. And if the downtrend will continue, so I make profits on both sides. However, we will see. British pound, Swiss franc. To be honest, I didn't expect this. So just deep in my mind, you know, I don't predict, I don't analyze, I just follow the trend and the Dow House strategy. Both things you can learn with the online course you can grab on my homepage. So if you are interested in this strategy to go deeper in your logical acknowledgement in trading, then you can go into this course, for example. But personally, I didn't expect this, but you see, it's happened. So, and therefore, that's the best, one of the best examples ever. Yeah, just follow the rules. You can never know what happens next because we don't influence the price on the right side, so we will never know. So just let it go and follow the rules. And now let's see what happens next. So if we will see the next correction, 1, 2, then we can add a next system or next part, but we need a correction deeper 38. British pound, Japanese yen, a little bit in loss. New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar in profit. And the long trend is valid right now, but we don't have a correction deeper 38. And US dollar, Japanese yen is also still running. Okay, so we have a special guest today. And I want to ask, is Paul already there? So give me in profit. So, and the long trend is valid right now, but we don't have a correction deeper. So I have to move myself. So, oh, I can see Paul is there. Wonderful. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning, Marcus. Can you hear me?
Lovely. Good morning, Paul. How are you this morning?
All the better for seeing you, Marcus, as always.
Wonderful. You know, as a trader, you have the attitude you have to think positive every day.
Indeed, always positive.
So, how is your trading going? Are you in profit? What's about your numbers?
Yeah. It's been an interesting couple of weeks, hasn't it? So, and it's no surprise I've had a couple of bear squeezes over the last couple of days. That's to be expected after the fabulous short trends we've had over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, so you see, with my trades, I'm also in profit. It's really cool. I love to follow the trend, not to predict, you know, I love to follow the trend. But we have to confess, sometimes we have to fight with drawdown phases, right?
Yeah.
So, therefore, you created a lovely topic for your own webinar this afternoon. And I guess it's really, really important what you have to say. Can you tell us a little bit what people can expect from your webinar this afternoon?
Yeah, sure. Today it is about it's about coming back from a drawdown. So effectively, all traders will have drawdowns. If they tell you that they don't, then they're lying. And such, every trader will have a drawdown. And it's actually about being able to recognize that drawdown as quickly as possible. And then also, you know, what do you actually do? All right. What do you actually, why is that drawdown occurred? Where do you find yourself? And then actually, what do you have to start to do to turn around your trading? So it's about understanding what a drawdown is and then looking at, well, what are the things we need to do to actually turn around the situation?
Paul, that's an interesting question. When we talk about the drawdown phase, we have different failed trades or missed trades. So the one are the technical part when the strategy based on the law of probability is not working. And the other part is the human part when you completely fail. So drawdown phase, is it correct to say just the technical mistrades, or are the human mistrades also part of the drawdown phase?
Totally that, I talk about the kind of looking at trading it through the 4 M's, all right, of trading, namely markets, method, money, and myself. And when there's drawdown, it can be because of one or maybe a couple of those areas. So it could be that the markets are transitioning, all right, from the trend you've been trading, and that could cause you some challenges. It could be that your method is just, it's not the right method for the right environment, or there is degradation in your overall system. It could be your money management, all right, in terms of, you're just not doing it well enough. Or finally, in terms of myself, it could be that, you're fatigued, all right, you've been over trading, or you're distracted by other things that are going on in your life. So there's actually quite a few elements that can all sort of contribute towards a drawdown. And as a trader, it's in your best interest to be honest and truthful with yourself and understand exactly what it is. Because the sooner you actually can identify what's the problem, then the sooner you can start to work on the solution.
It's a topic no one want to talk about it, right? The drawdown phases, because everything is fine in trading. You can see online and the people are talking, trading is so cool, you can make a lot of money. But to talk about drawdown phases is a special topic, right?
Yeah,
isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely right. It's a topic that people don't want to look about because they're fueled by optimism bias that invariably everything is going to be absolutely hunky dory. But it's just a natural part of a trading business. It's the zigzag. Of markets is also the same for your equity curve, and it's about being able to sort of recognize and embrace it and understand it. Certainly don't ignore it or turn away from it or hope it just goes away. You have to sort of embrace it and recognize it and work on what you need to do to sort of turn it around.
So can we expect this afternoon that you have a kind of solution for this topic?
Well, yeah, what I'll do is I'll provide a few different kind of scenarios and a few different solutions in terms of, how to sort of, A, recognize, and B, what could you do based upon if the fact it's, it's the fact that, there's a market changing, or if there's a fact that, your method is struggling, or it could be that, you yourself are actually, being challenged and struggling at that particular time. So I'll offer a few, ideas and solutions, things that, I've either used myself or I've used, with clients, or I've seen other people using. So it just, it comes from experience.
Wonderful. So it's totally worth to join your webinar this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So don't miss the webinar. You will find the link in the chat right now here on Zoom, and of course on YouTube also. So at 3 o'clock, right, Paul? 3 o'clock.
It'll be 2 o'clock London time.
2 o'clock London time. It's 3 o'clock German time, I guess.
That's right.
So, and it's 8 o'clock p.m. Bangkok time. Lovely. So it's my last week here. So next week I'm back at home. So Paul, thanks for joining my session this morning. I wish you a grateful and successful trading day, and of course in your webinar this afternoon too. And for all of you guys, I wish all of you a wonderful trading day, and be as strong as possible with your trading, whatever you do there. And if you want to know how you come back after a drawdown, then Paul is your contact person this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish you a lovely day. Paul, thanks. And as always, have courage and be kind, and may the force of the rules be with you.